What's up, everybody? This is Lewis from NRW with the NEW, and today I got my boys Glenn and CY, and we had a couple of big video game announcements last week. We had Sony do their State of Play, which they revealed a whole lot of cool stuff. Dell and I did a big old video about that. That should be going up pretty soon. One of the things that we didn't cover was a release from Ubisoft, and normally one of their things, usually their games have kind of big releases.
What is it? I'm excited. I love them.
Well, I don't want to tell you what it is. I just want to show you.
Oh, okay.
So,
let's search it out.
Let's go right into it. Oh, I gotta get it.
Oh, very lifelike.
Oh, Army of Two right there.
Cool masks. I think cool masks are the thing of today.
Yeah.
I mean, it means you don't have to, like, CGI out an actual face.
Oh, snap.
Oh, man.
How are you gonna fight a drone, bro? You got you on live. Interesting. Oh, it's not a killer.
I'm a ghost. An elite soldier.
You look like a dude.
Trained to strike my enemies.
They look like elite soldiers.
Yeah.
Death stalks me,
I think it's the inverse law.
and I survive. Overcome
The villain looks pretty badass.
There's not any sleeves on it. It's freezing.
He's a ghost. He's a winter soldier.
Wrong franchise.
True.
never surrendering.
Doesn't have any sleeves on either.
Hey. That is a fucking knife.
Is that creepy?
I think it's more like one of the Destiny guys, the Hunters.
There is no fight we fear.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's a flying killing machine.
Hell yeah.
It's not that hard.
That's not that good.
This is so tasty. Get him.
Oh, and it comes next. Are you serious?
We are afraid of death.
Yeah, Mad Max, baby.
Oh.
Boom.
Did he jump out with the rocket launcher?
No, that was just some other third random dude who we never saw.
Provoke me. Doesn't matter.
Sniper makes sniper.
I will burn your world to the ground.
John Bernthal. Oh, wait, is that the Punisher?
Yeah. John Bernthal. Oh, and they go for a solo though. That doesn't like. Yeah. Okay.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
That looks pretty fucking cool. That looks really, really cool. I would have liked to see a little bit more gameplay, but nowadays graphics are getting so good that you can't tell.
Well, they did show off some gameplay footage, which I always take with a grain of salt when it comes to Ubisoft games, because they do have a track record of, hey, check out, this is called Division, it looks like this. And then when we get it, it's like, what happened to graphics?
Bait and switch.
Yeah, they kind of have a history.
Yeah, whatever demo they put forward for something like E3, it is so hyper polished, hyper scripted. It is not them playing the same
Super
game you
alpha.
are.
Yeah.
But this is also the announced trailer, so a lot of times you see
true.
that.
That's all
Blizzard
cinematics,
always
yeah.
does that, where their announced trailers are pretty badass for their expansions and whatnot. And then when you get like into the gameplay, it's like it's a little different.
It looks shockingly like World of Warcraft.
What, this game? Oh, right.
No, like whatever
Blizzard
great
puts
big
out, yeah.
cinematic trailer that they put out for the next expansion, then wait, it's just more World of Warcraft.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
this does generate quite a bit of hype, and I can already tell that this is a kind of a sequel to the last Ghost Recon, which the name escapes me because I didn't play it. This is going to be a sequel to that, and if they play it the right way of where you're kind of being hunted by other Ghost members, that's kind of a cool idea rather than going after drug lords in Guatemala or wherever you're going.
Guatemala? What?
But, I mean, it
What
looks really cool.
war-torn country is that?
Are you just making up countries for Marvel?
You're trying to go for Guadalajara.
Dude, all the time. In the jungles of Buga da Buddha, where the evil drug lord Mexican Cartelo man is ruling the country with
The
his
best
everything.
example of that is still the one from the old Transformers cartoon where they go to the Federated Democratic Republic of Carbamia.
Not the same. You know what they should do? They should do a Ghost Recon, and they're tracking down drug lords, but the drug lords are actually just like the pharmaceutical companies. So it's just them going through the corporation,
You're just going to the
looking
city
for the executive. Yeah.
I mean, you go high up enough in the cartel leadership, there's really not much difference. They're all living in mansions in the hills
man.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Although I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to get hunted by any of their ghosts. But yeah, cool. Did you ever think that? Do you think that Tom Clancy, when he was writing his books, would think about it and be like, "Oh, I'm going to be known for video games that come out after my properties"?
I imagine his reaction was very similar to, I think it was Michael Caine's reaction to when he was told, well, how did you feel about being in Jaws the Revenge? Like, I don't know anything about that movie, but it bought me a very nice house.
Yeah.
Like, I think that he wrote Rainbow Six, and he pitched that as a game, and he was involved in Rainbow Six, and then
It's taken on
Ubisoft or whoever had, I forget who had the franchise before Ubisoft brought it out. They took his name and ran with it and made all these different genres.
Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon,
And they basically bought his name and they attached it because people had associated it with Rainbow Six.
anything
and
military now is Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
And I feel like our government's almost for sale. Like, I feel like one day we're just going to be fighting people and just call the Tom Clancy's instead of like USA.
Well, if we look back at past video games, that was kind of a realistic thing where privatized companies were bringing in their own privatized militaries to help fight in battles. And
Blackwater?
We saw a lot of that. Blackwater, we saw a lot of that in like
stuff,
Metal
yeah.
Gear Solid storyline where that was a very real thing that was going on with contractors and stuff.
Who remembers the Mercenaries games? Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction, Mercenaries 2.
Mercenaries.
I don't remember any of that.
Yeah,
That was a great game. Those were great, man.
They sound
They're like
dope.
Grand Theft Auto, but PMCs, and you can just destroy entire countries. It was
Oh.
pretty great.
We'll let you borrow it.
Okay.
So, in terms of the actual trailer, I think Ubisoft always gives us a really well-made trailer.
Yeah.
This doesn't have any gameplay video to it, but it is. If this was an actual movie, I'd definitely go watch this movie.
Yeah.
But it's a video game trailer.
But,
But it's really high quality, really great.
The thing you get from the trailer, though, is like what you're going to be able to do. So they're showing you, you're going to be able to fly drones. You're going to be able to upgrade your drones. You're going to be able to have like cars and vehicles that are going to interact and be, I guess, modular to some degree. Your guns are probably going to be modular as well. You're going to have multiple characters, multiple different types of body shapes and character abilities. Like all those
it looks
things
like
are.
you've got 4 main characters.
Yeah.
And you can either choose between one or move between all
Or-
of them.
or-
Or you could be one of the bad ghosts or the Punisher ghosts.
I mean,
I think
in
that would be
multiplayer,
cool if that would
yeah.
be like the versus component where you like the last one was a strictly cooperative experience where this one does have some versus 4v4 on there. I think that would be really
Have
cool.
they announced that it'll have actual combative multiplayer?
To my knowledge, not yet.
Because it seems
But
like
I think all they
developed a hook for it. You've got two competing
Yeah.
groups.
It makes sense.
that would
You
be
have-
really cool in an open world environment. I think that would be really dope.
I think the only thing they announced here is we got John Bernthal.
yeah, that was very interesting.
That was the
Kinda
biggest
like-
thing.
They were
was
not
kinda
too
cool.
subtle on zooming in on John Bernthal's face and then going immediately to a skull logo. I'm just throwing that out there.
It's like, yeah, bitch, we got the Punisher, and he's about to be a ghost. So I don't know. That's the hook for me. I'm all about it. Wait, do we rate this? Are we rating this? Are we
Yeah,
doing-
yeah,
do
we're
the
right.
thumbs
Oh
thing.
shit, we're gonna give
We'll
it.
do the thumbs thing like we always do. Thumbs up if we're gonna pick this up or we're interested. Thumbs down if Ubisoft needs to move on to something else. So count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So we got
Side for me.
2 thumbs up. My
Ooh,
man
we got
Patrick and
3.
3 to the side.
I don't play games anymore that much, so
that is true.
So it really has to like grab my attention. Like the last game, I got the Division and I started playing that, and I was just like, and then I petered off. And every time I buy a game, like a new one comes out, I'm all excited for it. I play it for like a day and a half, get halfway through it or beat it, and then I'm like,
My thing is just I'm not very good at shooters. I don't find them very enjoyable. It has to be a very compelling story and otherwise an enjoyable gameplay experience for me to really get into it. Because otherwise it's just especially with these games that are just like they kind of have a story mode, but it's just an introductory to spending all of your time on multiplayer.
Yeah.
I do not want anything to do with online multiplayer shooters.
Sorry. So I actually got to say, thumbs up if there's a single story campaign where I don't have to worry about playing with other people.
Yeah.
But to the side if it is only a
it's
multiplayer.
multiplayer.
I'm not going to do that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to defend it in this way. And like I said, I'm not the biggest Ubisoft fan, and I played the Division 1, and I played it by myself. I didn't find it all that interesting. We picked up, Mary Andell and I picked up Division 2, and there's a story there. It's very bleh, but when we're playing together, all three of us going through it, it is a lot of fun to play together.
It's always
and,
fun with
and
your friends.
Exactly.
something
And
you like
there's
them.
certain games where, I could totally play this by myself, where, like, say, Dark Souls. I could play this by myself, and I can play with somebody and have fun both ways. Yeah. But, like, Division 2 and Ghost Recon Wildlands, I think that's what it was called. Playing it by yourself is not as fun as having 3 other people with you, where you're coordinating your attacks and doing these missions together.
Well, you know what they say. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. If your friends can't play, then why are you going to do it? But you guys are our friends. You tell us what you think. Did you check it out? Did you like it? Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff below. And let us know. Will you be our friends? Can we depend on you during co-op? Can we call in a strike and know you got our back? Let us know, NRW peeps.
Bam.
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 Rolling on camera 2.
Hold up. Fuck. Let me get everybody's names.
Glenn.
CY. Glenn, CY. Got it.
Action. I'm still rolling. Action.
What's up, everybody? This is Louis from NRW.
Yeah, you are. You're from NRW. You are.
Yeah.
That's where you're from.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. My whole mind just blanked
we're
right
still-
there, but okay.
You sprang from Pat's imagination.
Still rolling.